causing greenhouse gas emission, means this is extreme statement. They are saying that 0% greenhouse gas emission will take place in the fourth statement. So therefore fourth statement is wrong. Can be word is there in all the statements, but in second statement can be and any word has come, therefore second is wrong. And in fourth statement they are saying that it can be easily disposed without greenhouse gas emission, means 0% emission. So when such things are there, can be word is there but other extreme is there, these statements are wrong. Therefore answer is A, 1 and 3. Next question, question number 47. Which of the following is not a bird? Now we don't know, means we don't know. Actually there is no logic in this question at all, no trick, no technique. But what happened, golden mahseer one option has came, okay, and answer is golden mahseer only. What is golden mahseer? Golden mahseer is actually a fish, okay. Remaining three are never asked in UPSC, but golden mahseer has been asked. मतलब कि उसको पूछा था 2019 या 20 में golden mahseer के बारे में पूछा था कि this fish is there. So this question is directly from UPSC question paper. That is the importance, that is the beauty of analyzing the PYQ question papers, okay. So if you have read question papers only 5-10 questions you only can solve. If you read it carefully without analyzing, without anything, you yourself can solve 5 extra questions by reading only 2011 to 2022 prelims question papers. By reading itself, direct question is there, because golden mahseer is a fish, and in question paper itself there is a hint, means reading the question paper and solving, means carefully solving options. Yeah, this is not a bird, this is a fish. So you know that golden mahseer, whoever has solved, जिसने भी 2021 से 2021 के क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व किए थे अच्छे से, उसको पता था कि golden mahseer is not a bird, it is a fish, and this becomes the answer. So that is the importance. Now what we will do, Indian nightjar, spoonbill, white ibis, these are birds, okay. So you have to make the note of that, these are birds, and then you have to search little bit, वो कैसा दिखता है, what is its speciality. Anything can come from these options, anything question can come next year in these options. Next year UPSC can ask which among the following is a bird, and इसमें से 3 में से एक देगा, बाकी कुछ अलग नाम देके you can get the new question like that, okay. Question number 48. Which of the following are nitrogen fixing plants? Okay, there are 6 plants are given. Actually you must know in NCERTs there are the nitrogen fixing plants. In 6th 7th standard NCERT or some biology NCERT, 12th standard biology NCERT, there are the nitrogen fixing plants. That is okay, means its answer is alfalfa, chickpea and clover, okay. But what happened na, in 6th option spinach means पालक आप पालक पनीर खाते हैं ना, तो spinach is a पालक. तो at least we must know every day we are eating, means every day eating spinach, we every day eating, every day we know that spinach. So UPSC want you to search that what is speciality of पालक, means आप घर में पालक डेली खाते हो, उस टाइम आपको दिमाग में आना चाहिए कि सर्च अबाउट पालक, सर्च अबाउट स्पिनच, what is it about, what type of plant it is. So means you have to be aware like that. Otherwise this question is from 12th standard biology NCERT. Alfalfa, chickpea, clover and many other plants, nitrogen fixing plants are there. So that question will be covered from that NCERT. I will give the notes. Such type of questions will be covered. Science NCERTs, biology NCERTs, chemistry, physics, some option, physics, some questions will be there. So that I will cover. But this is the answer 1, 3 and 4. But spinach is a special which we eat daily. So we must know. Okay. Next question, question number 49. Now Biorock technology is talked about in which one of the following situations? C. Biorock technology. Now I have told, मैंने बताया कि अगर oblique वाला option आता है, when there is oblique in the question, that statement is definitely correct. ये मेरा logic है. Now in this question, in 2 options C and D there is oblique. When such thing happen ना, जब answer तो एक ही होगा, मतलब कि answer will be only one. C तो होगा, D होगा. इसीलिए ऑब्लिक वाला स्टेटमेंट यहाँ पे, ऑब्लिक वाला ट्रिक यहाँ पे अप्लाई नहीं होता है, क्योंकि इट इज अप्लाइंग इन बोथ स्टेटमेंट C एंड D. तो इसलिए सी एंड डी दोनों को एलिमिनेट करना है। गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? क्योंकि सी को भी नहीं देना है, डी को भी नहीं देना है, वो ऑब्लिक वाला स्टेटमेंट दोनों जगह अप्लाई हो रहा है, तो दैट एलिमिनेट सी एंड डी एज पर आवर लॉजिक। देन अमंग ए एंड बी, first option is restoration of damaged coral reef. Coral reef, wherever coral reef, mangrove, wetlands, like these options come na, you have to go with that option because these are the hot topics nowadays. Okay, so उनको बचाना, उनको recover करना, उनको restore करना is an important agenda of the environment. Okay, therefore this technology is for A. And what is B? Development of building material using plant residues. Development of building material, this is not means this is also important, but restoration of damaged coral reefs is more important thing. Okay, so therefore A option, restoration of damaged coral reef, is correct, and this technology is there. And little bit you must know that coral reef is called biorock, means it is biorock itself, means it is it looks like rock only, but it is living thing, right? सो वो भी कनेक्शन आप लगा सकते हैं। हाँ, कोरल रिप मीन्स बायोरॉक, सो कोरल रिप टेक्नोलॉजी है ये। ओके, सो लाइक दैट ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट। क्वेश्चन नंबर 50, नाउ द मियावाकी मेथड इज वेल नोन फॉर। नाउ दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, यू हैव टू लीव दिस क्वेश्चन, मीन्स यूपीएससी में जो 10 क्वेश्चन मैं बोलता हूँ, यू हैव टू लीव 10 क्वेश्चन, आपको 90 ही सॉल्व करने, एंड 90 करने ही है। मीन्स आई ऑलवेज टोल्ड कि यू हैव टू सॉल्व 90 क्वेश्चंस एंड यू शुड नॉट गो बियॉन्ड 90, मीन्स आपको 88 तक आना है। माय कंसर्न इज यू शुड सॉल्व 88, 89, 90, 91 अप टू, बट लीव 9-10 क्वेश्चंस एंड डोंट कम एट 80। दैट इज द बेस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, मतलब कि वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग है यूपीएससी प्रीलिम क्रैक करना है तो नाउ इट इज। व्हाई? इफ यू सॉल्व 80 यू आर वेरी डाउन, and if you solve 100 also it will be 10 questions will definitely छोड़ देने ही है, मतलब कि you have to eliminate 10 questions मियावाकी मेथड। सो इस क्वेश्चन में कोई भी लॉजिक अप्लाई नहीं होता है, कोई भी ट्रिक अप्लाई नहीं होता है, only if you exactly know Miyawaki method by searching or by previous year question paper analysis or by googling, then only you can solve such type of question. Otherwise you have to leave this question because all the statements are environment friendly and all these things. Okay, so therefore we cannot write any answer about such type of questions. Next question, question number 51. Now question number 51, history question. Many times, means it was in 2017 or 2018 that the functions of provincial government were divided into reserve and transfer subject. तो रिजर्व सब्जेक्ट कौन से? ऑलरेडी दे हैव आस्क्ड व्हिच एक्ट गिव द रिजर्व एंड ट्रांसफर्ड सब्जेक्ट्स, तो उसी को थोड़ा सा आगे जाके उन्होंने क्या पूछा है, व्हिच वेर द रिजर्व सब्जेक्ट्स। तो यू मस्ट नो बाय एनालाइजिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स, यू मस्ट नो दैट हाँ रिजर्व कौन से है, ट्रांसफर्ड कौन से। मे बी यूपीएससी नेक्स्ट ईयर विल आस्क द ट्रांसफर्ड सब्जेक्ट्स, so you have to be ready about reserved, transferred, what are the terms, what are the importance, dual government, dual system, subsidiary government, alliance, everything, every word has their meaning. Okay, so therefore इसका आंसर है 1, 3 and 4 C option, क्योंकि we know and other important thing, reserved subjects were important subject who were giving the government power, that were the reserved subjects. Now see fourth option, police, very important. Land revenue is coming, that government will not give to anyone, that government of British government will keep with himself only, right? तो 3 and 4 तो डेफिनेटली उन्हीं के साथ रहेगा। एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ जस्टिस भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है उनके लिए, तो वो भी रखेंगे। लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट, they thought that local self government let the people at the village decide their own policies little bit on the small scale, therefore they transferred that subject, local self government. Okay, and that way even you don't know what means, even you don't read रिजल्ट क्या है, ट्रांसफर क्या है, बाय रीडिंग द ऑप्शंस यू कैन डिसाइड, या दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट दैट कैन बी विथ गवर्नमेंट, दिस इज लिटिल बिट फ्रीडम इज अलाउड, लिटिल बिट फ्रीडम इज पॉसिबल, that can be transferred subject. Like that you have to apply the techniques. And now what we will do, we will see all the reserved subject, we will see all the transferred subjects, we will search Government of India Act 1919 in detail. Like that the analysis helps in the next years. Okay, next question, question number 52. In medieval India, the term phanam referred to, the term phanam. So in this question also there is no logic, the answer is coins. Okay, but बारीकी से अगर एनसीईआरटी पढ़ी है, व्हाट आई विल गिव, मतलब कि एनसीईआरटी से माइन्यूट डिटेल्स, माइन्यूट एनसीईआरटी नोट्स आई विल गिव, you will definitely solve this question because phanam is there in the NCERT. but अगर आपने नहीं पढ़ा है तो you will leave it. but अगर आपको वो क्रिस्पी तरीके से नोट्स मिले हैं या खुद से आपने NCERT बहुत बारीकी से पढ़ा है, you can solve this question definitely. okay, so इसका आंसर है coins. phanam is a coin. okay, but this is in NCERT. next question, question number 53. Consider the following freedom fighters. Means you are saying that what is the logic in this? Logic is that you are getting to know that these questions are from NCERT, right? So you know the source. Even there are no logics in some questions, at least you know that what to read, what not to read, क्या पढ़ना है क्या नहीं पढ़ना है, ये तो डिसीजन हो रहा है. जैसे कि यहाँ पे देखो, consider the following freedom fighters. 3 names are given and who of the among is associated with Ghadar party. Now see why this question came, because Ghadar party is there on the previous year question paper options. So UPSC want to search Ghadar party को आपको सर्च करना है या बुक से पढ़ना है, लेकिन डिटेल में पढ़ना है. तो गादार पार्टी में कौन कौन लीडर थे? ओनली रास बिहारी बोस वाज एसोसिएटेड एक्टिवली, अदर टू वर नॉट रिलेटेड टू गादार पार्टी. सो यू मस्ट नो कि प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर में जो भी ऑप्शंस में आया है. नाउ व्हाट इंपॉर्टेंट हैपन्स, बरिंद्र कुमार घोष कौन थे, एसोसिएटेड विथ व्हिच पार्टी, एसोसिएटेड विथ व्हिच मूवमेंट, ये आपको सर्च करना है. सिमिलरली जोगेश चंद्र चटर्जी, इनके बारे में सर्च करना है. रास बिहारी बोस के बारे में डिटेल में सर्च करना है. एंड दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ माई डायनेमिक नोट्स. ये सब चीजें आपको डायनेमिक नोट्स में मिलेंगे अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्टैटिक. स्टैटिक में आपको इस टाइप के नोट्स मिलेंगे, फनाम, कॉइन्स कौन से थे या कौन क्या था वगैरह. ओके, लेकिन डायनेमिक नोट्स जो करंट एंड मीन्स डायनेमिक नोट्स आर लाइक सर्चिंग फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस, दैट इज डायनेमिक नोट्स. ओके, सो इसका आंसर है D3 ओनली. क्वेश्चन नंबर 54. विथ रेफरेंस टू द proposals of Cripps mission, which of the following statements are correct? Proposals of Cripps mission. Now why question has came on Cripps mission? Because Cripps mission was there in the options in 2012, 13, 14 somewhere. So that's why this question came, because Cripps mission is, anyway we will read it from the NCERTs, we will read from the Spectrum or maybe Bipan Chandra, no issue. But still when there is the question in the UPSC question paper and it is in the option, you have to be sure that question will definitely come from this. So what is option number 1? Both statements you must know, but how to decide that this is wrong? Even you don't know, आपने अगर पढ़ा नहीं है क्रिप्स मिशन, फिर भी how you can apply the logic? Otherwise this is a static question, but how you will apply the logic? Whenever there is as well as in the option, that statement becomes wrong. Why? Because that is saying many things. Means it is saying that nominated members were from the provincial assembly as well as princely states. Instead of as well as, and can be written, right? The constituent assembly would have members nominated by provincial assembly and princely states. They are saying as well as, means UPSC is giving hint that actually princely states were not nominated. Provincial assembly nominated members, but princely states did not nominate. Okay, so therefore first is wrong. As well as word use करके UPSC ने hint दिया है. And second, any province which is not, any province is word use but which is not, condition. When there is something grammatical, means like any province which is, right, means any province लेकिन which is, condition is applied. आगे कुछ condition लिखा है कि हाँ any province, but वो क्या होना चाहिए, prepared to accept the new constitution, would have the right to sign the separate agreement with Britain regarding its future status. Means any province which is not prepared, right? Any province which is not prepared मतलब कि बाकी प्रोविंस को छोड़ दो, लेकिन एनी प्रोविंस विच इज नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड मतलब कि उनको अलग से राइट दिया. गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? मतलब कि मुझे ये आपको बताना है कि एनी प्रोविंस कॉमा विच इज, एनी कंट्री विच इज, any person comma which is like that happens na, like that sentence come na, correct statement always. Why? Because that condition applies. Any scheme which is, or any place comma which is, like that. If the statement is starting with any subject or anything, like any country comma which is, or any agreement comma which is, or any place comma which is, any wetland comma which is, like that comes na, that statement becomes correct. That is the logic. Therefore B option 2 only is the correct. So remember these things, such questions will come. Okay, next question, question number 55. With reference to Indian history, consider the following texts. Now they are asking about which of the above are Jaina texts. Okay, so here also no logic applies. You must know which are Jaina texts, which are Buddhist texts, which are Vaishnava texts, and all these are in NCERTs. All these are in NCERTs, or if they are not in NCERTs, they are in the previous year question paper options, and they will, therefore previous year question paper options you have to make sure that you have searched. At least you must know Avdan Shataka. Avdan Shataka is there in the previous year question paper somewhere, and if you search Avdan Shataka and you know that Avdan Shataka is not Jain text, which is third option, third is Avdan Shataka, which is not Jain text, directly you can go to the answer B option 2 and 4, because 3 Avdan Shataka is not a Jaina text. Okay, and that you know why, because previous year question paper somewhere Avdan Shataka has came, and in NCERT also it is there somewhere Avdan Shataka. So by knowing only one option Avdan Shataka, you come to know that the answer is 2 and 4, Prashasti Paravan and Trishasti Lakshana Mahapurana. Okay, so therefore answer is 2 and 4. So like these things will be given in the dynamic, or maybe in static. If it is in the NCERT, it will be in the static notes. If it is in the searching from the options, it will be given in the dynamic notes. Okay, dynamic means it is searching depending on the options of the UPSC question paper. Okay, so question number 56. So with reference to the Indian history, consider the following statements. Historical person and known as, and they are saying how many pairs are correctly matched. This question you have to leave if you don't know. Aryadeva, Dignaga, Natha Muni, everyone you should know, otherwise you should leave this question. But these names are there in the NCERT. So from the NCERT notes which I will provide, or you yourself will search or read, you can solve such type of questions also. But if you don't know any single pair, you can leave this question. Okay, next question, question number 57. With reference to Indian history, consider the following statements. Now see, consider the following statements related to Indian history. Directly go to the third statement. Muhammad bin Tughlaq temporarily lost. See here, temporarily lost. The word temporarily is asked, means Muhammad bin Tughlaq temporarily lost portion of northwest of his kingdom to Mongol. Now see, they are not saying that temporarily lost his entire kingdom. They are saying that portion of northwest का छोटा पोर्शन, मतलब कि उसके किंगडम के नॉर्थ वेस्ट का छोटा पोर्शन टेम्पररीली, इतने सारे कंडीशंस लगा दे. सो दिस बिकम्स पॉसिबिलिटी, राइट, बिकॉज इट इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट ही मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक का टेम्पररीली लॉस हुआ थोड़ा सा पोर्शन नॉर्थ वेस्ट का उसके किंगडम का. दे आर नॉट सेइंग दैट मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक permanently lost his kingdom, right? So therefore third option is correct. They are saying temporarily and portion. Similarly second option देख लो आप, ड्यूरिंग द reign of अलाउद्दीन खिलजी which was very powerful king actually. उस टाइम का वो सुल्तान, मतलब कि he was very strong person. Okay, one Mongol assault marched up to Delhi and besieged the city. Now Delhi was capital of them. Okay, खिलजी की कैपिटल कौन सी थी? दिल्ली थी. तो कैपिटल ही अगर उनकी बिसाइज कर दी, जीत ली, तो क्या बच गया? तो अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के टाइम पे तो ये नहीं हो सकता था, इसलिए सेकंड इज रॉन्ग. थर्ड ऑप्शन में टेम्पररीली बोला है, वो भी नॉर्थ वेस्ट साइड का किंगडम का पार्ट, लेकिन सेकंड स्टेटमेंट में क्या बोल रहे हैं? डायरेक्टली दिल्ली, दिल्ली मतलब उनकी कैपिटल ही जीत ली. Getting my point? You have to think that way, that how it is possible that such a great king, such a big king, such a powerful king, जो कि पूरे इंडिया में ये किया, मतलब कि एटलीस्ट एनसीईआरटी पढ़ के आपको इतना हिंट है कि पूरे इंडिया में घूमा, इंडिया में उसने जीत लिया ऑलमोस्ट. तो उसकी दिल्ली ही कैसे होगा, दिल्ली ही कैसे बिसाइज होगी, दिल्ली ही कोई जीतेगा कैसे उस टाइम पे. सो इसलिए सेकंड इज रॉन्ग. तो सेकंड इज रॉन्ग एंड थर्ड इज करेक्ट. Means A and B is eliminated. Answer is among C and D. Now C and D. First statement is that the first Mongol invasion of India happened during the reign of Jalaluddin Khilji. As you know, Jalaluddin Khilji was Alauddin before Alauddin, and Jalaluddin was very less time. He was not very strong king. He was little bit, means he was not very strong. तो उस टाइम पे मंगोल इन्वेशन हुआ होगा. एंड वो भी ऐसे नहीं बोल रहे कि दिल्ली ही बिसाइज कर दी या दिल्ली जीत ली. जस्ट मंगोल इन्वेशन हुआ था, फर्स्ट मंगोल इन्वेशन हुआ था. सो दैट स्टेटमेंट बिकम लिटिल बिट मीन्स लाइक कि आक्रमण हुआ था, ओनली आक्रमण हुआ था. नॉट, उन्होंने यहाँ पे ये नहीं बोला कि पूरा सिटी जीत लिया या पूरा किंगडम जीत लिया. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में क्या बोल रहे हैं, फर्स्ट मंगोल इन्वेशन ऑफ इंडिया हैपन ड्यूरिंग हिज रीन जलालुद्दीन, एंड जलालुद्दीन वाज less stronger king compared to Alauddin. Okay, so the answer becomes 1 and 3. So these questions, such type of questions you can understand when you read the NCERTs very carefully, or whatever notes I will give, you have to read those notes very carefully, then only you can means solve such type of questions. Next question, question number 58. With reference to Indian history, who among the following were known as Kulahdaran? With reference to इंडियन हिस्ट्री. नाउ इंडियन हिस्ट्री के बारे में पूछा है तो अरब मर्चेंट्स को तो एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं आप, क्योंकि इंडियन हिस्ट्री के बारे में है तो या तो इंडियन के बारे में होगा, नॉट समवन एल्स. तो अरब मर्चेंट्स को एलिमिनेट करो. सिमिलरली पर्शियन कैलीग्राफिस्ट को एलिमिनेट करो, क्योंकि दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट इंडियन हिस्ट्री. सो अरब एंड पर्शियन you can eliminate easily. Now the answer is among B and D. Some are saying that it is a D answer, and some are saying that B option, Qalandars. Some answer keys are saying it is a Qalandars, some answer keys it is saying the D option says. I am waiting for the UPSC official answer key, but according to my logic, it is B option, Qalandars. Said means D option can be also correct, but as per my logic, Kulahdaran, Qalandars. There is similarity in the option and the question. See, Kulahdaran, Qalandars, Kulahdaran, Qalandars. Getting the similarity between the pronunciation. Saids is also possible answer, but I am not sure. UPSC only will decide what is the answer. Qalandars, Kulahdaran, Qalandars, Kulahdaran. So similarity in the pronunciation is, I am thinking that answer will be B, but it can be D also. Okay, so let us see in that at that time. Okay, next question, question number 59. With reference to Indian history, consider the following statements. Now what happened? First option is that the Dutch established their factories or warehouses on the east coast on land granted to them by Gajapati rulers. Now lands granted, grant तो नहीं करते थे land, कुछ तो लीज पे दिया होगा या जीता होगा, कैप्चर किया होगा, या ऐसे गजपति रूलर. why they will grant the land to Dutch? Why they will not grant, like they can give on the lease. They want some revenue, right? Gajapati ruler wants some revenue. They will not grant their land to anyone like this only, right? So therefore one is wrong, because nobody grant the land directly. So one is wrong, and when one is wrong, A is eliminated, C is eliminated, and D is eliminated. Directly you can go to the answer number B option. 2 and 3 only is the correct. Now what is 2? Alfonso de Albuquerque कैप्चर्ड गोवा फ्रॉम द बीजापुर सुल्तानत. कैप्चर्ड गोवा, तो कैप्चर की बात हुई है, तो ये हो सकता है कि उसी के लिए आए थे वो लोग, तो कैप्चर किया. एंड थर्ड ऑप्शन क्या बोल रहा है? ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी establish a factory at Madras on the plot of land leased from the representative of the Vijayanagara Empire. See, in the third option, factory is established on the leased land, मतलब कि भाड़े पे लिया लैंड. ये पॉसिबल हो सकता है, बिजनेस है, लेकिन फर्स्ट ऑप्शन में ग्रांट ही कर रहा है, तो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज रॉन्ग, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट। एंड इवन यू इलिमिनेट द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इटसेल्फ बाय अप्लाइंग लॉजिक इन फर्स्ट एंड 3, 1 and 3 में लॉजिक लगाया कि हाँ ग्रांटेड लैंड एंड लीज्ड लैंड, लीज में दे सकता है, ग्रांट नहीं कर सकता है, दैट लॉजिक अप्लाइज, then also you can directly go to the answer number B, 2 and 3 only, even you don't know second option, मतलब कि किसने कैप्चर किया गोवा वो आपको अगर पता भी नहीं है, if you don't know that Alfonso captured the Goa from Bijapur Sultanate, still you can go to the answer number B by applying logic in first and third option that leased land can be possible, granting of the land is not possible. Okay, so answer number B, 2 and 3 only is the answer. Now the question number 60, according to Kautilya's Arthashastra, which one of the following are correct? Now Kautilya's Arthashastra is asked many times. So आपको कौटिल्य का अर्थशास्त्र सर्च करके रखना था, and it is there in the NCERT also. कौटिल्य के अर्थशास्त्र के बारे में एक पैराग्राफ है, तो उसमें जो है वो दिखाया है. तो what it is saying, a person could be slave as a result of judicial punishment. ऑब्वियसली अगर जुडिशियरी ने पनिशमेंट दिया तो उसको स्लेव बना सकते हैं, जैसे कि मतलब कि इवन इन टुडेज लाइफ आल्सो, मतलब कि जुडिशियरी ने अगर पनिशमेंट दिया तो दैट पर्सन इज इन द जेल, सो स्लेव ही हो गया, राइट? तो उस टाइम पे तो होगा ही. सेकंड ऑप्शन, इफ द फीमेल स्लेव बोर हर मास्टर अ सन शी वाज लीगली फ्री. व्हेन द ऑप्शन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम इफ, directly consider that option as a correct, because if is a condition, third option देखो, if a son born to the female slave was fathered by her master, the son was entitled to the legal status of the master's son. Whenever the options start with if is a condition, if then, मतलब कि ऐसे हुआ तो ऐसे होगा, ऐसे हुआ तो ऐसे होगा. So when the option start with if, that option is also correct, therefore 2 and 3 is correct, and first option is also correct, therefore answer is D, 1, 2 and 3. I hope I could deliver maximum tricks what I want to deliver. You try to understand, watch these videos multiple times. From 2011 to 2021 videos are on the PY paid channel. Only 2022 videos are on the YouTube, so that you come to know that how is the importance of the PYQ analysis. If anybody not joined the paid channel for those PYQ analysis videos and dynamic notes and static notes and all the CSAT notes which are going to be started, so please join that channel, link in the description box. Okay, thank you so much, bye.